Welcome back to another episode of Zilla TV Raw. I'm your host, as always, Zilla, or D-Lord, aka Zilla, you know what I mean? Zilla TV Raw is the channel, and welcome back to it. And you already know what it is, what we do over here, man. We talk about all things wrestling. We're going to chop it up about the biggest news in wrestling, or what I felt was news in wrestling, and the things that kind of piqued my interest in wrestling, you know what I mean? And it really was called the chop shop, you understand me? Wrestle chop. You know, where we chop it up about all things wrestling. So let me rewind that, man, because we ain't doing no editing and all that shit over here. We gonna keep it raw and just bring you the videos, man. So, Wrestle Chop, where we chop it up about all things wrestling, man. So, we got a few things on the marquee. Quite a few things, you know what I mean? I didn't write anything down. I just heard a lot of shit going on, man. With this wrestling shit, bro, you know, it's constantly something to talk about. Like, it's always something going on. It's always some shit changing. You got this backstage shit, and yeah, it's just fun to kind of follow, man, and to talk about. And on my channel, man, you know, this ain't gonna be one of those. How can I say it? One of those channels where the algorithm push the topics. Like, I'm the proprietor over here. This is I'm a 30 plus year wrestling fan. You know, then did some things, you know what I mean, on the independent circuit with wrestling, even backyard stuff. And I ain't ashamed to admit it. You know what I mean? I done been involved in backyard wrestling. That was all that we could get, access to back when, I was trying to do something in wrestling. You know, we didn't really know, about all how to get to these schools and all this different shit. You know, I couldn't just pay somebody, or I wasn't aware. I ain't had the knowledge, so I did what I knew to do. But I wouldn't recommend backyard wrestling for nobody. Like, it's very dangerous, and it's very stupid. You know what I mean? And at the time, we was stupid, and yeah, we did all the stupid shit. But anyway, man, been a long time wrestling fan. Grew up watching NWA. Then started to get into WWF, but the NWA turned into WCW, and I was a big WCW fan. You know, with Turner and them guys. But probably around, let's say, 96, when the climate of the WWF started changing. They started going with the smaller guys, with the Shawn Michaels and the Bret Harts, and then the Stone Cold started coming out, and The Rock, and he was just Rocky Maivia getting the shit booed out of him. But Stone Cold always had that it factor where you knew we watching something special with this dude, you know what I mean? But anyway, my wrestling knowledge go all the way back, so you may hear me a lot of time kind of revert back to the old school shit. Pardon me, man. But I'm a little parched right now. But alright, fuck it, man. I rambled long enough. Let's get into it. Yeah, I want to know, man, what's up with these female wrestlers, man, and beating up on their boyfriends and shit. Like, you got Marsha Slamovich now being accused or under investigation for some domestic violence. And then you had Nikki Bella. You had Nikki Bella. She came back to the WWE after her allegations, and she got to beating up on her then husband while he had a baby in his hands. She's still on TV. If that shit had been the other way around with a guy, there's no way he'd have a career right now. It's still people crucifying him right now, and she was wrong. He got awarded custody of some shit. She got to pay child support. And the findings have been proven that, he did no wrongdoing. He was just kind of trying to defend himself. And you still don't hear or see people like holding her accountable for that shit. Even WWE bringing her back and putting her on TV every week, even though they don't got a fucking story for her. They got nothing for her to do. She's gonna beat no one, and she kind of just flailing away until maybe Bree come along. For some reason, she feel like she need Bree. I guess they want to go after those tag team belts, but honestly, I don't give a fuck about either one of them. I don't, not personally, but like as wrestlers and wrestling characters and seeing them on my TV in the ring, that's I'm cool on that. They're a thing of the past. These new chicks wrestle circles around them, and a few chicks done put her over, but trust me, they didn't look good doing it. It looked exactly like what it was supposed to be. They had to put this chick over. Like EO Sky coming out and cutting some goofy promo talking about Nikki Bella was some kind of inspiration to her and she paved the way for her. Like, get out of here, man. EO Sky will wrestle fucking circles around that girl. And been wrestling probably longer than her. In Japan and shit. But what I'm talking about is just domestic violence. Like, these women beating up on these guys, man, like, yo, you gotta leave all that physical violence at work. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all cats got them fantasies you want to be in a relationship with one of these female wrestlers. You done got your ass whipped at home. Put your ass in a pretzel or something. Yeah, but she under investigation, man. And let me talk about her for a minute. As far as her wrestling go, I think she's pretty good. Her and Danny Luna, good tag team. They pretty good. Oh damn, nah, my bad. That's Jody Threat. I do like Marsha Slamovich though, man. But her as the Impact World Knockouts champion, I didn't really dig it. She just like boring as a character to me. And with the name Marsha Slamovich, I thought she was Russian. She not. You know what I mean? Or at least she don't sound Russian and don't present herself as Russian. Now, if she did a Russian character with that Slamovich and Masha, and she had like the Russian accent, and was stern and serious, and just come out here and slam a bitch. That's where that Slamovich come from. She come out here to slam a bitch. That need to be the gimmick. That's what I thought it was. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just heard the name Slamovich and saw the motherfucker one time. I was like, oh shit, they got some badass Russian bitch called Slamovich. But it's really Slamovich, but they can't call her Slamovich on TV. That's what I said. I probably just came up with that out the pure blue sky. That ain't even a bitch gimmick. That's the gimmick I gave her. That's what I would do with her. But nah, I think she boring as a character. She don't really got a good look. And it was time to get that belt off of her. JC Jane won it. But neither is fucking what is it? Ash by Elegance. I like Dana Brooke. Don't get me wrong, and I'm happy for her. I know I just said she ain't it, but she ain't the person to run with that title. Like, have that shit and carry the ball. I'm almost 100% sure that that's a WWE thing. Like, yo, we gonna partner with y'all, but we want to see her as the champion. Like, cause she really won our house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta take care of them. Saying, Impact, like, sure, shit, they don't give a fuck. They just happy to be partnered up with WWE. They WWE's little bitch. They gonna do whatever the fuck WWE tell them to do. Yes, sir. And then we wanted to put the belt on Trick Williams. They got it. Oh, you want to give both titles to JC Jane? No problem. That's how it go. Oh, you want Joe Hendry to keep coming on NXT every week? You got it. While he under contract here, you got it. You want Joe Hendry to appear at WrestleMania and get his ass squashed in 3 minutes? No problem. Our champion. He gonna show up with the belt on too and get his ass squashed. Yes. Come on, man. They is these guys little bitches. But I understand that they think they in a better position now, and they trying to get a TV deal, and they trying to do some new shit. I actually like what they was doing when they had Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore was actually like, he was TNA through and through. He was there from the beginning, and I think he could have did some good things. He was actually shaping the motherfuckers. He was trying to get them back to where they were, which, in my opinion, that wasn't gonna happen. But I think they can, and call me crazy. Maybe not now, because they fucked it up. But they could have been a number two. Like, I'm talking about AEW be three. Fuck it. They still can be number two. AEW on the decline. When you go online, and I don't follow AEW like that, I watch their pay-per-views because that's one thing they get right. Tony Khan know how to do a good pay-per-view. If it's booking good matches, he can do that. You know what I mean? And a pay-per-view ain't got to be nothing but match. So he can put on the bangers and book the guys together that can put on the bangers. You know, he good with the pencil as far as like who should go against each other and what type of match this should be. But as far as storylines and character development and segments and formatting the show and all that shit, I don't really think he getting as good at it as he should be. He been doing this shit like 5, almost 6 years. And he ain't figured out yet that he needs some help, you know what I mean? So, and just so you guys know, man, this show, Wrestle Chop, I chop it up, bro. So I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna talk about all types of shit. You just put on your seatbelt, strap in, man. You know, if I think about it, I'm gonna talk about it. You know. Okay, we was on Slamovich, and yeah, I want to make sure I talk about this company turning heel on the fans, man. This was like my biggest thing. The company didn't turn heel on the fans, bro. WWE was a babyface company. They heels now. They like, fuck the fans. We gonna milk every dollar out of these motherfuckers. We don't even want no po fans. We want all rich people fucking with our product. Did you see the ticket prices, man? Ticket prices is unbelievable, like astronomical. The sit in nosebleeds motherfuckers is paying $1,000. Since this TKO shit, man, all they care about is a fucking dollar. Like, you literally, man, it's gonna be too expensive for some of these people to even be a fan now. $30 for the fucking ESPN app to see the PLEs. Then you got people who don't even know how to fucking find the app. People got cable service and can't find this shit. $30. Then the first show they put on this WrestlePalooza was a fucking bullshit show. This show fucking sucked, man. Piece of shit show. $30. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Promised all these surprises and all these goddamn twists and turns and goddamn new shit happening, and this shit supposed to be like a fucking new version of WrestleMania. Man, get the fuck out of here. That shit was not close to no fucking WrestleMania, man. Wasn't even close. Pussy ass PLE, man. Goddamn John Cena getting squashed on his fucking retirement tour by a guy who ain't been fucking seen in 2 years. For no reason at all. No build up. No nothing. No fucking story. The nigga just come out at the fucking end of the goddamn pay-per-view. F5 this dude. Then you don't see him on fucking TV for months. Then he show up for this fucking goofy ass Palooza shit with a stupid ass name that they took from an ECW thing, and they own all these rights to all these fucking ECW pay-per-views and all these WCW pay-per-views and all these AEW shows, and they pick this goofy ass fucking name and make this the first fucking show. The fuck, man? $29.99 to watch this bullshit. That's for PLEs. Now you need $14.99 to watch Raw on fucking Netflix. And don't tell me you can get a cheaper subscription. Who the fuck want to pay to watch goddamn commercials? So you're going to get the $14.99 one, man. Then you got fucking Peacock. That's $7.99, but the shit getting ready to go up to $10.99. Did you know that? Did you know that? And I hope everybody unsubscribe to that bullshit. If you was only there for WWE, get them the fuck out of here. Don't cancel that Peacock shit right now. Fuck Peacock. You know what I mean? Fuck Peacock. So you got $30, $14.99, $7.99. What else we got? Cause you need Peacock to watch Saturday night's main event and the NXT pay-per-view. So there's that. You need Netflix to watch Raw. You need the fucking ESPN app to watch the PLEs. Only thing you can watch is SmackDown on Friday nights, and that show sucked. That's the worst fucking show they got on TV, and I'm seeing why. It's the one they giving to you for free, so they like, fuck it, and just put this shit on TV. And it ain't like the ones that you pay for that they put much more effort into. Raw on Netflix is some shit. The first night they opened up with all these guest cameos and shit. Got Hulk Hogan booed out the fucking building. R.I.P. to the Hulkster. Had fucking The Rock and all these guys just on the show, just to plug the fucking show. They didn't do nothing. They're just there. Welcome to Raw on Netflix. And bro, they put all the big stars on the first show. And they kind of had Netflix thinking that these the guys that's going to be on the show every week. Nope. Most of them dudes were stars. They on SmackDown. Cody on SmackDown or some shit. Reigns on SmackDown. I think The Rock technically be on SmackDown. Like, bro. Shit crazy, man. And then whenever you ask Triple H a question about, like, what's up with this goofy shit or the story or, just watch the story. Just let it play out. I'm tired of these fans and this bullshit. He get into his game mode on you. He tell you, just shut the fuck up and watch the show. Then he start healing on internet fans and like, nigga, if it weren't for internet fans, you wouldn't even have a fucking career. Bruh, you turn NXT into an indie hub. Like, you took all the talent from the internet and brought them motherfuckers to NXT. So you shitting on the internet is bogus to me. Bruh, all those internet guys went to NXT, man. And they put you on the map. Those guys you rode coattail of, the Johnny Garganos, you know what I mean? The Adam Coles, the Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. Like, those dudes was indie dollars. You know what I mean? And a bunch of other ones, man. Piper Niven. You know what I mean? So many, man. Finn Balor was big on the indies, but in New Japan, though. That's where he kind of come from, but who the fuck watch New Japan? I did watch it when JR was calling the matches over there, but JR, he used to fuck up the Japanese names so bad that it was like, man, goddamn, bro. You ain't even gonna try, is you? You ain't even gonna fucking try. So yeah, man, this company trying to bleed you guys out, man. They got these crazy ticket prices. The merch is fucking super expensive, And everything they do, man, it's about, $1. They'll release people and say it's because of budget cuts. Knowing goddamn well they got plenty of money. And speaking of people getting released, but I think this guy got fired, man. Andrade El Idolo. I'm going to keep it a buck on Andrade. I really don't see what people see him. I know he can wrestle. Before you start crying, I know he can wrestle. I remember him as El Phantasmo when he had the mask and he was a bad motherfucker. I think the mistake was taking the mask off of him, but I understand why they did it. before he came to NXT, and people may not know this, he had a match where he lost his mask in Mexico. And once you lose your mask in Mexico, it's kind of like, it's pretty much over for you. It's over for you. So, you know what I mean? When he lost his mask, he came to the States and tried to keep wearing the mask. But I guess, you know, WWE be trying to get these Latino guys to take the hood off anyway. Because, you know, a lot of times, a lot of these guys be having these. God damn, my bad. The fuck I hit, man. Yeah, anyway. A lot of time. Sound like the mic got fucking loud. Anyway, man. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I should have been recording it like this anyway. Well, sorry, good people. Long as you can hear me. So anyway, man. What the fuck was I saying? I lost my train of thought, man. It'll come back to me. You know, man. I was talking about Andrade. He I liked him when he was with Zelina Vega. Then they put him with Angel Garza, and that was some bullshit. But anyway, man, you know, clock ticking on this one, so let me kind of try to speed it up. I got a couple more things I want to talk about. Andrade, this is second time being in the E, man. Both times they did shit with him. But the dude can wrestle, man. But his problem, what I can see, is he think he more important than what he really is. You know, in NXT, he was a big fish, Lil Pond. And once he came up to the main, they didn't do shit with him. He was just floundering away in the lower mid card. Same thing he was doing this time. Then I heard they had some creative for him. Same with Tony, and he didn't like what they had for him. And they was also about to give him a run, pardon me, with the tag belts with Dragon Lee. I mean Ray, I think with Ray Phoenix. If it was Ray Phoenix, that's stupid as fuck. Like, you got Penta there. Why don't you just put him with fucking Penta? It would make more sense for him to team with Dragon Lee, but I think it was Ray Phoenix, man. Which is fucking stupid. I don't think he want to be in a tag team, let alone be in a tag team with a guy that already got a fucking partner that's there. Like, what's wrong with the Lucha Bros? You should have debuted them dudes as the Lucha Bros anyway. Look how Penta then cooled off. Hot when he first got there. Now they don't got no story for him. He done lost matches now, and now it's like, okay, he's just there now. Yeah, put them guys the fuck together, man. That's where they belong. They love the team, and it ain't a team y'all got that can fuck with them, I promise you. Only team right now that can probably hang with them is DIY and the Street Profits. The rest of them motherfuckers, it's no way. It's no way. Shit, I'm telling you. You know? They'll be the best tag team you guys will have on that roster, man. You put them guys together. It ain't no sense of trying to keep them apart, man. There's no sense. You can book them guys in single matches sometime, but they need to be a tag team. The Lucha Brothers. Lucha Bros, whichever one you want to use. You understand? Yeah, but Andrade, man, he left. You know, he wasn't answering the phone. He ducking their calls and shit. And he went home, and they really ain't know what the fuck was going on with him, so. He had turned down something they asked him to do. And then they kept calling him, and he was unreachable to the point where they just fucking released his ass. Like, damn, this nigga don't want to talk. He don't return calls. We can't get a hold of him. He posed, well, fuck it, we just gonna go ahead and release him. Which I think that's what he wanted to do. But I'm gonna be honest, man. If I'm Tony Khan and this dude keep flip-flopping like that, I don't welcome him back this time. I would tell him, like, you know, go to... If I do bring him back, because Tony owns CMLL, that's where I send his ass to. Go wrestle there. Yeah, you'll be my CMLL guy, man. We put you down there for about a year or so, people can forget about you, then you come back on TV and you could maybe be a big deal. But, you know, I don't like when guys do that flip flop shit. It's like, nah, I'm gonna go back over here. It's like a bitch when she got like two dudes she be fucking on and she be putting them dudes against each other. I know y'all done seen that before where she make it like she just so into this one guy, you know what I mean? But next week she be back over there with the other dude, you know what I'm saying? Then these niggas riffing on each other over the bitch. She be over here with him sometime, and she over here with him, and you know. And as soon as he make her mad, she run back over there to him, you know. Like, he remind me of that, man. Like, all right, these people don't do what I want them to do. I'm just gonna go back over here. Oh, I'm tired of being over here. I'm gonna go back over here. Like, bruh, have some loyalty, you know what I mean? Work on your character, you know. Take it more serious. Stop crying and whining like a bitch. Cause I heard you got an attitude problem. You can tell you do. You can tell. Then people try to put it on Charlotte. It's like, I doubt it, man. They was divorced, quiet as kept before he even came back. So it's like, bro, that shit been done. You know, they just kept it quiet. You know, they been out of thing. When Ric Flair was trying to manage him in AEW, they weren't together. That's why this shit looks so awkward. Andrade probably ain't want nothing to do with this nigga. Like, man, get this dude the fuck away from me. They don't know AEW don't really rock like that. But you know, anyway, Andrade gone for the second time. He won't be back. Waste of talent, waste of space. You know, they did nothing with him twice. So, you'll see him back in Impact. I mean, back with Impact would be good for the motherfucker. He could be the champ. He want to be the guy go to Impact, but I don't think he will. I think he'll go back to Mexico. Maybe AEW, but if he do, I'm gonna be back up here talking shit about that because Tony Khan would be a bitch to kind of just let people keep playing with him like that. Like, bro, you know, I shitted on you when I was there and went back to the E, and now I want to come back and get some more of that money from you. Cause I know you're gonna pay me more than they was paying me, and probably use me better than them in a sense, but not really. And what I mean by that is he'll get more TV time and more matches, but they won't mean shit. He won't be in no story. He won't be in no angle. He won't be winning no heavyweight championship. Know what I mean? So yeah, that's the news on Andrade, man. He done in the E. I want to talk about this fucking Ronda Rousey, man. She always running her fucking mouth. And then if it's me, man, and I don't welcome her back the second time. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit she was saying about wrestling, it made me mad. You know what I mean? I can't stand when a motherfucker use the F word when you talking about wrestling. Like, bro, it ain't fake, motherfucker. It's predetermined. It's a work. It ain't fake. It's a work. These motherfuckers really taking these body slams. Their bodies really taking abuse. They really gotta lay it in sometime. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers are getting hit with chairs. Those ain't gimmick chairs. Those chairs, bro. Like, it's just a lot of shit about this where the average person who don't know shit about wrestling, they'll just take it as this goofy, fun play thing. When that ain't what it is, bro. But anyway, man. Ronda, pop big shit about wrestling. You know what I mean? Said she was looking forward to coming to be in wrestling so she can play and fake fight with her friends. Let me repeat that again. She was looking forward to play and fake fight with who? Her friends. So she came here thinking I'm just gonna come play with my friends and shit. That's why she had them goofy horsewomen bras with her who they did nothing with. You know what I'm saying? And she popped big shit about wrestling as a whole. Talked shit about Vince McMahon. Said he was a weirdo. She got fucking Drew Gulak canceled. Claimed he tried to grab for a string on her fucking sweatpants, which sound fucking ridiculous, man. Like, if somebody don't know you, why the fuck would they tug at your goddamn sweatpants string? Why would she wait 2 years to say something about the shit? Like, she waited till her second run was over to even fucking mention the shit. You know what I mean? And then this dummy, he gonna basically admit that he did. Oh yeah, I don't remember doing that, but if I did it, I might have went in for a handshake and kind of brushed the string. Man, you supposed to straight up be like, bro, I do not remember that shit. I do not recall that. 2 years ago, grab somebody fucking string on their sweat. Nah, I don't remember that, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Nope. Nope. Don't recall. Nope. Nah, I don't know nothing about that shit. I know what the fuck she talking about. Yeah, all nigga had to say, bro, I don't remember no shit like that. I don't recall that. And if I did, why the fuck she bringing it up now? Yeah, I don't recall, bro. Tell her come in. I don't recall that, but if so, why are you bringing this up now? What's your angle? What's happening? Yeah, but she's a whack bitch, you know what I mean? And yeah, this is that kind of wrestling channel, nigga, where we don't hold no punches. This ain't gonna be for everybody, you know what I mean? For you snowflakes, for you crybabies, for you pussies, this ain't gonna be your episode, you know what I mean? But anyway, man, yeah, she's a real bitch, man. You know what I mean? She popped shit about Alexa Bliss, talking about the bitch was too small and she didn't understand why she had to wrestle her and she didn't understand this and that. So you don't understand why you gotta work with the champion, bitch? Don't you want to be champion? Okay, then you gotta work with her. She the fucking champion, and she's the champion. She didn't understand. She asked, "Well, why she the champion?" All this shit. They like, yeah, she the top merch seller. She was like, "What the fuck do that mean?" Like, said she went to go talk to Vince, and he said something about she needed to work with her. God damn, she needed to work with her because of the she needed to work with her because of the fucking I'm gonna get this mic situation right, man. I'm gonna get a better one. But yeah, she had to work with Alexa because Alexa was the top merch seller or whatever. And she was like, that made no sense to her. That was the stupidest shit she ever heard. Like, bitch, this the wrestling business. It's a business about making money. This person's making the most money. So that's that's the person that's putting the butts in the seats. So that's the person they're going to put out there. Like, it's simple mathematics. You know what I mean? Just like her, who they put a bunch of easy fights in front of her and had her beating up on these low-level MMA fighters. Then once they beefed her up and got her to a good record, they're like, all right, time to put some people in front of her. What happened? Holly Holm, Amanda Nunes, got her ass beat both times. Handed to her. Crying after the match in the middle of the octagon. Crying. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I lost respect for the bitch after those fights. Like, she was just this badass, stone-faced Terminator and lose one fight and the bitch boo-hooing in the ring. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck is you crying about? It's a fight you lost. All right, fight the bitch again. Quit. The bitch quit and came to do wrestling. And I was like, oh, man. Oh, man. But then when she debuted, I was like, okay, this might not be that bad. She had a little match with some pros that made her look good. Stephanie, Triple H. You know what I mean? And, yeah, that was the deal. And then the bitch said, Alexa Bliss said she fucking injured her twice. She concussed the broad twice off the same move. Do you know what move she used to concuss the broad? A fucking arm drag. Like not an arm drag, but like a arm takeover type joint. Like one of them MMA type where, judo type jump. Yeah, she did, well, basically an arm drag takedown. And her head hit the mat really hard. She actually, I think she took her over. Yeah, that's what it was. My bad. Headlock takeover. She concussed the broad twice off a headlock takeover. Like, bro, that's a super basic move. But if you're an MMA person, you're gonna try to drive the person. You know, you're gonna take them over with emphasis, and you know, MMA, you really trying to fucking hurt the person. So you know what I'm saying. You goddamn it. In wrestling, you're not. It's a work. So goddamn it, you're gonna drive that motherfucker head into the mat in an MMA match, and I'm thinking that's what she was doing. And damn near fucking the girl up. Didn't talk shit about her. She was too small. She was this. She was that. But the comments that got me, man, was the play fight with my friends, and I was looking forward to do the fake fighting and just play with my friends and, you know, make some money. And it just sounded like the bitch didn't ever take wrestling seriously. So if I hear her say that, then she asked to be released, it's like, what the fuck are we bringing her back for? The bitch don't like wrestling. She don't like Vince McMahon, and Vince was still there. She said the climate there was sophomoric in high school and blah, blah, blah. So why the fuck do you want to be there again? Then it was Vince was out, so she, that I might can go back now. Like Vince was some sort of problem for her. That nigga Vince barely had conversations with her. He sent somebody else to talk to that bitch. He didn't want to deal with her. He didn't want to deal with her. I heard some of that bitch go out the office. Vince like, oh, I'm glad that bitch gone. So she leave out the office, that nigga Vince like, oh man. But now she said that herself was like she ain't like Vince because he won't real and he talk shit behind her back and she'll come talk to her, he won't say it to her face and blah blah blah. Like he don't have to. It's the way he run his business. Bitch, you ain't important as you think you is. He just see you as a MMA chick that came to steal a check off wrestling. And he gonna basically, you know, y'all gonna use each other. He gonna use you to put some butts in the seats. You gonna use him to get a little paycheck. And there you go. Ain't gonna be no real relationship. You know what I mean? Vince won't even trying to put that belt on your ass the second time. But I think they did. If I am mistaken, Liv Morgan beat the bitch. And you know she'll get punished when Liv beat her. I know they tried to spin it like, or they taught Liv some goddamn MMA hoes, so she ready for Ronda. Or did Ronda beat Liv? I can't remember, man. But it made no sense for them two to be working together. She said that Alexa Bliss was a thing. You and Liv Morgan. That's a mismatch if I ever fucking seen one. Yeah. I think that about do it, man. I think that about do it. I know it's something else I need to kind of get in, but it ain't really that big of a thing. Yeah, I think I wanted to also touch on John Cena right quick. The booking of John Cena in his farewell tour has been terrible to me. I don't like it. He had two bangers though, Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul. The first Cody Rhodes was trash, but that second one, when he turned face, it was like, yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? He went hard. That was the best match. Now I seen a dummy on Facebook say that Cena should have stayed heel because he lost all these matches, but he won as a heel. Yeah, he might have lost, but he had the bangers as a babyface. Logan Paul and Cody, those was bangers, and probably two of the best matches he had in a long fucking time, and that was as John Cena. Babyface Cena, he should have never turned heel. If you're gonna turn him heel, you gotta do something with it. Don't just turn a motherfucker heel and say, yeah, John Cena, yeah, heel. And he gonna win every match with a nut shot and a title blow. Like, that shit was boring as fuck. Yeah, I got to definitely go ahead and wrap up now, man. These goddamn neighbors and shit, man. I don't want none of this shit to pick. See, here we go. I got to go, man. Motherfucking kids screaming.